Hello everyone, welcome to our video tutorial about working with the Insert Function Assistant to perform calculations in Excel. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to work with this Insert Function Assistant to perform calculations using a function containing two arguments. To follow this tutorial, you can pause the video and type some content of this kind in your worksheet. Then we can move together. Now, to begin, let's first of all have a look at how we can write a syntax for a function containing two arguments. So I have prepared one in sheet 1, so I'll click on it. So on this screen, what we see is the syntax for a function containing two arguments. Like we said in our previous tutorial, every function that you insert in a worksheet has to begin with an equal sign. Then after the equal sign, you're supposed to go ahead and you define the function name. In this example, sum is our function name. After the function name, you're supposed to write the argument. An argument is simply a range of cells from where your values are. So in this example, since we are looking at a function having two arguments, this becomes our first argument, this cell B2 to B7. Then if there are two arguments in a function, then those arguments are separated by a comma. That's why we see this comma here. Then after writing the comma, you go ahead and define another cell range. For instance, C2 to C7. So that's why we see this syntax appearing on our screen like that. This is the order of the syntax of a function with two arguments. So, looking at this example of a function, we can base it from these values that we are seeing on our screen. This implies that if we wanted to calculate the sum of these two columns, amount T1 and amount T2, assuming we wanted our results to be in cell E1, then we would select cell E1, then type in equal sign, then define the function name, which is sum, because we want to add these values. After defining, then we have to show the values. Where are our values? So we show that by using what we are calling the cell addresses. So that's why we see B2 for this one. So this is B2 up to cell B7. Then to add the second argument, we would put our comma, then we quote from C2 up to C7. That is what we see here. But we should not forget these brackets whenever we are writing our arguments in a function. However, in our example that we are going to look at, we are not going to type these functions manually in the sheets or in a cell. What we are going to do is to use the function assistant to help us insert the function in the cell, and we go ahead and perform the calculation. Now that we have looked at how we can write a function with two arguments, let's go back to our sheet 2 and then we do it practically. Once again, from our screen, we would like to add this column for amount T1 and amount T2. All the results should appear in only one cell, which is cell C2. So to do that, we are going to first of all click in the cell where we want our result to appear. And this is the same cell where we are going to insert our function. So after selecting, this time we shall go to the Formulas tab. We click on the Formula tab. So from the Formula tab, we shall use the Insert function, which is found in the function library. When you click on the Insert function button, then this dialog box is displayed for you. So from our dialog box, we are now going to look for sum, because we would like to get the total for these two different columns, and we want our result in cell C2. If we are not seeing our sum from this list, then you would just type it here and search for it. But since it is already there, we are going to click on sum. After clicking on sum, then below here it even gives you the description, adds all the numbers in a range of cells, and this is exactly what we would like to do. Then after, we can click on OK. When we click on OK, another dialog box is displayed for us. So this dialog box is what we call the function arguments dialog box. It is now displaying for us the function we are dealing with, which is sum. Then where we see the cursor blinking from is now the area where we are supposed now to insert the range of cells we would like to perform calculations on. So in the number 1 field, we have to click there. So after clicking there, from here we now have to select the range of cells which we want to calculate. So for that case, we now have to move our cell selector to our values. We click, hold. So when you click and hold, you can even see under the number 1 field there is already B4. So after, we shall move without releasing our mouse button. So when you start moving, once again, you see the dialog box is minimized. So that is okay. After reaching the last value, we can now see it even from the function arguments dialog box that we have selected from B4 to B17. Now we are free to release our mouse button. So when we release the mouse button, we have here the cell range displayed, and also the sum of the values also displayed for us here. And also, if we look down here, we can see that from this range we already have the calculations already made by this function argument assistant. So next is now to bring these cells also in the number 2 field. To do that, we have to click to select this field. After, we shall once again go to our values, click, hold, do not release the mouse button, then we move to make our selection. You will see the dialog box also getting minimized, which is okay. After reaching our last value or cell, we can release the mouse button. On releasing the mouse button, the cell address will appear in the number 2 field, and also some of its values will be displayed for you. Still, on the dialog box, we can see that the results are already displayed for us. And besides this dialog box, on the formula bar, we can see the formula or the function already generated, even here in the cell which we had already selected to insert our function. So that is the function assistant helping us to do all that. Now that we have clearly defined our cell addresses in these different fields. Our next step is to go ahead and we click on OK button. When we click on the OK button, we can now see from our cell, we already have the results generated for us. Even from the formula bar, we can see the function clearly displayed there. So this is how we can use the insert function assistant to help us perform calculation in Excel even without typing in the function. I only encourage you to make sure that you try to work with this insert function assistant while doing some calculations in Excel, because it saves you a lot of time. You may not necessarily type in the whole function syntax in order to perform the calculation just as we have done. Hope you found this video tutorial useful to you. That's it for now. See you in our next tutorial.